Welcome to this edition of Live at 9, Throwback Thursday. I am Kareem Clemons. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for following me. Today is October the 29th, and I am so excited to be here. Let's see. Oh, right there. Okay, welcome to Live at 9. And I'm excited because I haven't haven't done a episode recently for Live at 9, but I'm here. Thanks be to the Lord. Okay, so didn't really have a schedule for Live at 9. But I can tell you that there is a lot of information happening when it comes to the breaking news and social media right here, right now. I can tell you that there is a couple of things, and I was actually watching a um, a press conference recently on the killing of a young black man yet again in Philadelphia. Okay, a 27-year-old man was killed. Okay, and I want to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my, let me see, I want to go to, well, I don't want to do that first because if I do that, then I don't want to put it's the copyright. Just want to get this open. Okay. Okay. So I can talk about this. Okay. So yes, a um a black man has been killed, and I actually seen the video too. His name was Walter Wallace Jr., 27, who was killed in Philadelphia. And I seen the video. It is on YouTube. Okay, the video was released by I believe, the attorney of the family or the person who may have videotaped it. It excuse me, it does show from what I can see, a little commotion in the street, and then I see the two officers come around, and then the person I seen the person come around, and then as he was in the street, the first fire, then multiple fires, and then the person go down. Okay. Uh, I did watch the press conference, and in the press conference, I did hear that the police officers that responded did not have any type of non-lethal. They didn't have any tasers or like anything that were going to be subduing this person, um, who did have a knife, allegedly had a knife. That's what they said. Okay. There's a couple of things that I do want to talk about on that matter here on Live at Nine, real briefly. Okay. Number one is I am here reporting yet again that another black individual is killed by the hands or by gun violence by the law enforcement of this country. Okay. And young. Okay. And you would think from the history that we have seen in the months, the years, okay, that we learn valuable lesson, police training all across our country, legislation and different executive orders go into place, and the police department coming together with the community. But what I'm seeing is a pattern. Okay, I'm seeing a pattern, and it's something that I've been seeing for a minute. Okay, I see that it's the same pattern. Someone is killed, a black person is killed by a law enforcement, and then right after that, we get the press conference, and then from that, we get the rioting and the looting. Well, the looting is loud now, new now, adding into the everything that's happening with the protests and practicing your freedom of speech. So looting is now into play now. However, it's just that, and then we hear the stories of the families, and then we have to see the victims, and we have to see their families and everything. It's a pattern happening. And my thing is, when does this pattern stop? When can we see change to this pattern that is getting far too familiar in this country? And that is men, black women being killed by law enforcement. Okay, when it can definitely can be resolved in a whole different way. I don't know the circumstances. Okay, I just know that they said that there was a person armed allegedly with a knife. Okay, and when they arrived, they seen, I guess, the person with the knife, and then they ordered him to stop. And I don't know it from what my eyes seen. I don't know because the camera dipped down and then it went back up. But according to what I seen, I didn't see. I seen them walking. I seen the officers backing up, and I seen the person. I guess they would say Wallace Jr. there, but I didn't see him coming towards them. Okay, I just seen them come out in the street. They backed up far beyond, as what the attorney said, a car length that was a far distance. And I didn't see any threat or any type of excessive where they needed to fire so many rounds. I didn't see that. Okay, but it just shows you how these situations can turn deadly. And I would think that our families would educate our children, okay? Because this man was 27 years old. Would educate our children, our people, our community on how or when we are interacting with law enforcement, okay? I had took this back to a long time ago when I had live at 9 no, it wasn't Live at Nine. It was Talk Show T, and then the Prison View Friday. Remember, you guys remember that? I had talked about some ways on if you ever got stopped by the police, okay, and how the law enforcement community need to help uh, educate, you know, everybody or the community on how to interact with your local police department. Because I'm pretty sure that if there was some type of training in the community, or if there was some type of, training with the police department, things could have been a little bit more uh, probably different in the situation. Okay, had they had tasers, or if they had did looked at the situation a little bit more, thinking about the whole past history about what's going on in America, and how we can learn from the situations. Okay, we already seen Brooks, who was killed in Georgia. Okay, we've seen Floyd, who was killed. Okay, we've seen the way Breonna Taylor was killed. Okay, so these are not examples. Okay, moving forward, now we have added Wallace Jr., Walter Wallace Jr. to the list. And it's very sad, because another family is grieving, just like the past uh, families who have already been affected by law enforcement killing their loved one. Now, two things that I'm seeing on social media. One, I'm seeing that the family is requesting not to press any charges against the officers who killed this young man. That's what they are saying at this time. And then also, I did hear that this young man's funeral services is planned for November the 7th, on a Saturday. Okay, that's what I heard in a produced press conference, that his funeral is set for the 7th. I believe it's going to be a wake and a funeral. So also too, they're saying that I guess they want videos to be released as far as body cam, or dash cam, whatever cam was there. There was a lot of witnesses that was there. Of course, you can see the video, which is on YouTube. It is viewer discretion is advised. Okay, when you see the video. Now, my second point of view is, now we have the shooting. Okay, we have the shooting. Now we have all this looting. We have all this violence that's happening. Now I say this then, and I'll say it again, and I keep saying it every time we're in a situation like this. We have to do better than this. The looting and destroying businesses of people who are living in your community, who is definitely struggling, just like we all are in this pandemic, whether or not we are affected or infected by it. We are all dealing with this in a long run together. Okay, so by looting these businesses, it is definitely going to be a rip in a community, because if you notice, sometimes these people are coming from other areas. They're not damaging their own community. They are coming from other areas, coming to other communities, and they're destroying them. Okay, and that's one of the things, that it is a zero tolerance. Okay, we should not steal and destroy our own stuff, because in the end, when we want to go to our good stuff, we can't go to it because it's not there. It's all boarded up, or it's all destroyed, or it's all gone because somebody stole it. Okay, so my thing is this: we need to go to Washington, and we need to pass rally, uh, stay there until we who are lobbying legislation to get it passed so we can get it a bill to pass to become law. So when stuff like this happen, we can all say that even the officers, even the law, because they will be the ones carrying out the law. When they do come upon situations like this, you got to rationalize. This is this training that's already in play. We have to do this so we don't wind up being on the 8 o'clock news, okay, and having communities far, far and wide, protesting and going out because something was unjustified. It wasn't just. They feel that this situation could have been handled differently. And then, third, on top of this, they murdered this man or shot this man in front of so many people. So many people. So that's the whole point of using the discretion. Did those officers not think that if they fired a weapon in broad daylight, okay, your bullets ricocheting, crossfire? It's not like this man had a gun, he had a knife. They also said that they were saying that this man was mentally ill. When do you take all this into consideration when you're responding to a call? How do you take this all in consideration? Is it the fact that you can't take it in consideration because your blood and your adrenaline is going heavy and high, and you just want to get there and get that son of a bitch? Or is it that you're going to get there and you're going to play out everything and you're going to look at it for what it is and you're going to solve it for what it is and you're going to make rational thoughts? Because you got to look at it. There is a life there regardless if the person is bad. God said he reigned on the just as well as the unjust. Okay, I understand you upholding the law, but you don't know the situation because criminals need the police too. I'm just saying. Here on Live at 9, I'm just saying. And now I'm saying, we just got to be protecting ourselves and protect our children and our family, because I want to be cautious here. Just say it, Kareem. I don't want to be the next victim. I don't want to be the next face splattered on news and someone, taking my life, an officer taking my life, because if I get in contact with an officer, I'm going to do everything as possible to, secure me. I'm not going to be hostile. I'm not going to be, because I know my rights, okay? For someone who is educated, for someone who will educate themselves on how or when they come in contact with the police department, then you will know when you, yeah, I don't know if he probably was on medication. I don't know the situation. But once in that story comes, we will know further detail. This just happened. Okay. This just happened like a couple of days, like what, a couple of days ago, a day ago, 2 days ago, a day ago and a half. So it's sad because now family is going to bury another their loved one, a person who has been killed, and you would think that these officers, law enforcement, will learn the the training and the fact that we have to get into the community and we have to be better at policing in our community, and we have to get to know our community, and we have to come together for everybody in our community, and we have to know. How that is true, that statement is true, is because I was listening to the audio of the transcript through the radio call from the police department that when the call was surfaced out to the individual, to Mr. Walter Wallace Jr. And then the officer who was responding, they got a dispatch call saying that they are very familiar with that person. but I'm not really sure if they was familiar with the person because they knew him from his past and he had a very extensive, long history of wrestlers. So I don't know if they knew him through that way or if they knew him through, in the community. I'm pretty sure it was the charges. Okay. So just as fairly as you knew him through his charges and you knew that house clearly in the address, then you should have known, okay, that he is, or if he's having medical problems, mental health issues, then that is the case, or his age. Take that in consideration, and just the whole nature, the neighbor. It looked like it was in a housing area, residential area, okay, with houses, okay. So if you take all that in consideration, don't be so quick to judge when you go up there and ready to pop somebody's sock off. Okay? Because this is exactly what they did. They killed this man. So I guess here, right on here, live at 9, since I've already brought it up in addition, I'm going to stay tuned to this and I will give you the updates here on live at 9. I don't know the last time when I was here on live at 9. I'm not really sure what episode this live at 9 is, but I don't know when the last time I was up on live at 9. I think it was maybe probably a couple of months ago. But I do know that yeah, yep. So okay, so here this is coming from social media network, and they're continuing to say as of the 28th. They're saying, let's see, as of today, they say, as of the 20th, they said the 27-year-old was wielding a knife who ignored orders to drop the weapon before officers fired shots Monday afternoon. Uh, they say, but his parents said Tuesday night that the officers knew their son was in a mental health crisis because they had been to the family house 3 times on Monday. Wow, that's some news that is very vital and very important. Okay, so even by them knowing, because like I said, I've seen the video and I heard the transcript of the dispatch from the police departments, and they said that they cautions going out to that house. So again, how did they know that? Now we do know that they've been out there on Monday 3 times because of a mental health crisis. So let's see. So the family attorney said that the wife is pregnant and she went into labor on Wednesday. Okay, she went into labor on Wednesday. So she did have the baby. I don't know the gender, but I can tell you that the baby is 8 pounds even. Okay, that is coming from the attorney. Uh, yeah, so it's just a lot of looting going on, and people are just destroying the community where you know that if you destroy these areas, people are not going to be able to go to work because their place of business or place of work is destroyed. And the people who have these businesses are people who are just barely making it and just, put their business back together from being looted from the last time that it went around during George Floyd. So this is live at 9. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Kareem Clemons. Today is the 29th of October. We are just a couple more days uh, to Halloween, which is on Saturday. Okay. I don't think people are going to be going trick or treating. They shouldn't be going trick or treating, and they shouldn't be at no haunted house because of this whole coronavirus. Which now I can say that the numbers are getting really, really high or going like you know definitely adding back up, and it's really scary because now I hope and they claiming that it's going to be like a second wave. But my thing is, I just really hope that people could just do their thing or do their part into wearing their mask, and practicing social distancing yourself, 6 feet in, 6 feet, sanitizing, washing your hands, okay? Because we don't need no second wave, okay? Because that means more people are dying, more people are gonna die, and more people are gonna get infected, and we're gonna have to go through this all over again. And nobody got time for that. Like seriously, we really don't. Okay, and at this time, I do want to share your attention to the John Hopkins Coronavirus Resource Center. Okay, okay. So as of now, this is the latest of the coronavirus. Okay, apparently, uh, we can see now that we are globally cases at 44,906,565, still with the United States at 8,941,770. Okay, and if you come over here, we have now toppled over 228,627 deaths. Uh, and I mind you, when I went live on Omega Student News and Social TV4, I I actually brought this graphic up, and I showed the number, and it was just now going to 199. It was at 199, and now it reached to 200,000, and then now it's at 200,000, 228,627. All right, so now my other part is that um, they were saying that there were cases that were now rising in some parts of the country, and that is because they're seeing. I don't know if these are parties. I don't know if these are people who are not really practicing the social distancing or wearing masks or whatever or implementing these services, but they've been seeing spikes. So as of here, the U.S. state level in deaths recorded so far, New York is at the top with 33,444,000 deaths. And Texas is right behind us at 18,000, 276,000, 76. And California is behind in third at 17,555 deaths. Okay. Uh, Now, this is kind of interesting because in Florida and California, there's no recovery, but we get in New York 79,501 and Texas at 772. They're testing really fast over there because look how much people like you would figure. Well, I don't even know. I mean, I would think that New York has more than Texas. Texas may have more than New York. I gotta look that up or whatever. But you know, they're testing 772,000 recovered, and it shouldn't be a problem when now they're saying that you can get your test. Oh wait, hold on, guys. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Forgot to put my name. Yeah, cause I'll be trying to hide it. Because I'll be changing it when I be doing my project hospital, and also I'll be Dr. Clemons, and then when I'm doing on my political process, I'm Commander in Chief of President Kareem Clemons. Okay, so yeah, with this being said, okay, in New Jersey, they are at 16,332 deaths with 36,849 recovered. So I got to see like which one is bigger. I'm pretty sure New York is big. New York is bigger than Texas. I don't know, but with all these testings that they have at the testing center, they have you can get free testing. You can even go to the airport and test out. over there. Okay, they have a separate area where you can just get tested right there. But I think that, well, I don't want to say that because I was hearing that they were saying that there were some vaccines, but I was also hearing that they were saying that the vaccines, people pulled out of the vaccines because some of the studies that they had administered to the patients, some of them got sick. So I don't know. I don't trust them on that. And then with that being said, I thought they were supposed to have a vaccine like within, I thought it would takes like a couple of months. Like this just happened a year. It's way over 12. That's not even 12 months. I think it should have been like 18, looking at 18, 20 months. I'm just saying. But as we can see right here, according to um, the graphics, the numbers continue to grow, and it just looks so sad that the United States here is at the top of the line. And ladies and gentlemen, this did not happen in the United States of America. I put that on record. This did not. This did not happen in the United States of America. Okay? It happened in China, which is right here. And I can tell you that the last time that I looked at them, they was at 84,000. Now they went up to 91,274, which always seems to amaze me because I'm like, well, how the this starts over there when they have billions of people, way more than our 336 million. Okay, and they only have at first they had 84,000, and then right now we see they only have 91,000 out of over a billion people. No, that don't sound right to me. That don't sound right to me. It really don't. Okay, I don't care how much math you do. It don't sound right to me. Okay, uh, and then like, all these masks and gloves and PPDs and stuff. Where all that stuff coming from? China. The ventilators. Where all that stuff coming from? China. The sanitizers that's on the street corners that people are selling and stuff. Where does all that stuff come from? It come from China, Kareem. I know it come from China because I look at the stuff and I go over there and I say, young man, I mean, I would like to buy all your products, but I'm not buying anything that's made from China. And they go up there and they take the box and they have the box and he says, oh my God. I say, what? He said, this was made in China. I said, I'm not buying that. I said, let me see your PPD, your N35 mask. Let me see. What was that made at? Because the ones he had shown me was the cloth surgical ones. Then I seen it. He said, it said China. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Then I said, let me see the sanitizer that you're buying there. That should be made from America. No, no. It was made from China. Mm-hmm. So everything on this table that you're selling was made from China. The same country that started this pandemic, and you're sitting on this corner with their product on your table, you busting your ass selling stuff that I don't understand it. I don't understand it, brother, but I'm just gonna walk on. I'm just gonna walk on. I will never understand that. You have a table full of the enemy's products, and you are selling it to the American people that it caused harm and killed over 228,000 people. And you sit here and you stand here and you have a table full of products made from the enemy. And you want my money? Absolutely not. No, ma'am. No, sir. I nearly wanted to flip the table over, but I said, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I just wanted to add more so he can understand what I'm talking about and feel the words that was coming out of my mouth because I was like, really? Like, really? But you know what? He had to make a living. He was surviving. I will never understand that. I never will. And as we can see from the graphics, it's just 91,000 right here. 91,000. Can y'all see that? I'm circling it for y'all. I don't think y'all can see that. Hold on, let me zoom it up. Where's my mouse at? I don't think y'all can see the mouse on here. But it's over on your right, left hand side, down. 91,274. That's sad. At billion, over a billion population, and we are at 8 million, like it happened here. Mm-mm. So I put that on record. That didn't happen here. That didn't happen here in this country. That didn't happen here in this good old country. It happened in China. Okay? So, and then we can see other countries over here. Brazil come in at 158,000, where India is second in line at 8 million, and their deaths is at 120,000, and then Brazil coming at 5 million. You see, this is the graphic right here. And you guys can go to John Hopkins Resource Center and take a look at this extraordinary map of resource that they put together, so much data, and they even give you active cases, graphics. They give you the rates, and they give you the case ratio and the test rates, and they give you all that right here on the John Hopkins University Resource Center. So you guys can go up there and follow it. Okay? So I just wanted to give y'all some information on that right here on Live at 9. Okay? So real quick, let me just give you guys a rundown of what's happening, and then I'm out. Okay? So one real quick. So I do want to say that I was watching Naylove. Okay, I was watching Naylove, and Naylove is my friend on Facebook, and I follow her on YouTube, and she put a video out on social media where she felt like the bus company, the access ability van had done her wrong and violated her rights. And I looked at the video. The video is on her page. I also brought her up on a political processor last night, and we viewed her video. And we viewed the video, and we watched, and we seen what was transpiring, and we actually heard too on the phone what the rep said. So with Naylove, what I'm going to do is when Naylove get the information back from in writing, because she was demanding it in writing, or we were saying email or two as well. That's fast too. We will make more understanding on, what's happening, because right now, like I said, and I can talk a little bit about that. The chair that she's referring to is a chair, like a chair that we sit in. But the chair that we have, the chair, it's like a sitting chair. It's not like, I thought it was a wheelchair. That's what I thought it was. So what I was saying that a couple of things. Number one is, if it was a problem from the jump, right? How the hell did she get to work with the chair And how the hell was she able to take the chair with her in the past couple of other days when nobody ain't say nothing? So now somebody want to say something now. So that's what I don't understand. Okay. Uh, Second of all, if the chair, because the chair is very important to Love because the chair helps her in her medical condition. I was saying that if she can get something from her doctor stating that the chair is there in part for her and it helps her in her medical need, then sure enough, yes, maybe they can allow her to transport it and they may have, you know, a car, a van, because it's not just buses, they have cars and vans and stuff where they can transport their customers safely and secure. So, third, I was saying maybe she can leave the chair there overnight, but I see that as part of with being with her. So I see how you want to transport it. However, I just want to say that when we heard about the video, when we heard the video, we heard that the rep was on the phone saying that she was going to get some information to her and let her know. And then Love was going to or wanted to contact some other officials when she felt that the decision may not been, you know, right for the situation because I can understand about the chair being on the bus with nobody being on there. But my thing is this: even if anything, they might even say that the chair is considered furniture. And if you look at it, when they designed the bus to put whatever it carries. So I'm sure when they tested out, they put all the wheelchairs that it could possibly take, all the walkers and canes. So if you have those full, entities, like if you have the whole point of the bus being full, they got to consider the weight of the bus. They got to also consider the fact that if people are strapped in, and then if it was an accident, and how would the chair be obstructive, or if it moves, it's not tied down. Okay, it might hit someone, or it might, if it got into an accident, the chair might fly and take someone's head off. Okay, I don't know, but if she's not sitting on it, if it's not a wheelchair, accessible wheelchair, maybe the company may say that. But then again, if the chair is something that helps her with her medical problem, I don't think Love should lose her job because she can't be transported with a chair that's going to help her work. Okay, she said herself, it took her a long time to get back to work. Okay, and now she's loving it. So don't let anything deter her from going and staying at work. The chair is part of something that's helping her. So let it be. Transport her in another vehicle where she can take her chair. So I want to see Nate Love, if you can, just up there. I'm actually hit you up and ask you. I'll wait until next week, which would be next month. Okay, on the update because I'm sure it's going to take probably a week, or I don't know how fast they work on the decision. Okay, because I'm just saying. I'm just saying it's it's all about the company. It's all about the company and it's all about what their rules and regulations is. And if the rules and regulations says that you can't have uh furniture on the van, you can't have it because it's not a wheelchair, it's a chair. So a chair is furniture. Okay. And that's the case. If they put that on there, it's like it's not gonna happen. I don't know. But we'll just see wait for decisions. I'll hit Love up and I will see and I will update you guys on the political process and right here on Live at 9. Okay. I was gonna go live at 9:30, but then I was like, yeah, I'll just go probably live at 9 o'clock. And at one point it was like 9 live at 9, but technically it's not that. It's live at 9. So I can do live at 9 at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock. It's just that I just choose 9 o'clock. Okay. And plus it's just the original of the Throwback Thursday, which I usually do, which again I have not been on Throwback Thursdays in such a long time. I don't even know the episode for this part of the episode. Okay. Hey, I know I'm doing a live. You want me to rub you? Hmm? Well, I can rub you with my feet. Yeah, my cat. Yeah, that's another thing. My cat is it's 5 months, and I show her up to everybody like, oh my god, I can't believe it. Like what? Are you supposed to be like a little baby? And I'm like, no. They're like, I thought you said your cat was 5 months. He is 5 months. That look like an adult cat. I'm just saying. But yeah. So again, let me see if there's any breaking news, and then I'm gonna be out of here because I have a show that I have to attend to on Zoom. Okay, yeah, the day is not over with me. I have a it's not a show, but it's a meeting because again, I'm meeting with Central Time, so I have to follow their time. So it's gonna be 6 o'clock over there, and well, 7 o'clock over there, 8 o'clock over here. I mean, 10 o'clock over here, and 7 o'clock over there. Okay, and I have a meeting with them. Okay, and yeah, so let's go and see if there's any breaking news. Well, let me see how. Hmm, okay, officer charged in death of son resigns from NYPD. Bad things are going to happen to him. Trump threatens unmasked anonymous whistleblower at Friday's rally. Man buys flower jacket before noticing the label. Burger King customer reacts to mystery new menu. Item is like putting another piece of bread between two pieces of what the hell? Walmart go 91 billion on 153 stock. Mm, drinking before fatal crash. Oh my god. Drinking and driving is bad, man. You drinking and you driving. Texas man seen video drinking before fatal crash. It says the Texas man was drinking from a beer bottle while behind the wheel minutes before the crash that killed three. Oh my god, that is so sad. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, it don't seem like there's any breaking news. Matter of fact, let me just go to one more source. Also, too, before I go, I do want to say that I do take this time to tell everybody that I am encouraging everybody to please go out and vote. Even if you think you want to go out there on November 3rd, but the long lines, it is what it is. But try to get your vote in early as possible, okay? Because again, your voice is your vote to count, right? Second of all, there is an event going down on November the 3rd, right on the political process page, and the me and Val is going to be live on there picking up. I believe it's going to be 6 o'clock all the way until we see some of the numbers come in and how many ballots are counted at that time. So, and the numbers and stuff, we will give you because we will definitely update you guys. Val, if you don't know Val is my mannequin doll's head, and I just shared the video. Let me see. I did. I just shared this video. Oh, matter of fact, hold on. Let me see. Let me go here real quick. If you guys want to see, this is Val. You see, me and Val, we did a video together, right? Wait, hold on.
Oh, I don't own the rights to these
Okay,
music.
so
It's
this is
just
Val. Val is my
something
mannequin
there
head,
for the
and
idea
she was
for Halloween.
there. Matter of fact, this
Okay.
was
Now,
this was this was October 2018, and she was there with me on the part where we were voting for the midterms.
so before we start,
which was
today's
happening in November
episode
the 6th.
is sponsored
That's when
by
all the
the Omega Studio
Republicans left out
News,
and the Democrats took
which
over the House.
actually Talk Show T
So Val was
Mondays
with
going
us,
down
and
right
you can see
here
Val. She's not gonna have a
on
mask on. It was because Halloween.
on Facebook. All
Just
right.
around the
So
same time,
without
like
further
today.
ado, I am
This was
going
the
to
video that popped up.
start this show. Let me just
And Val, what I did was I had recorded and I did a
this
voiceover,
information.
but this time I'll do the voice for her. But it was kind of like you couldn't really hear it.
On November 6th to
Yeah.
vote. I mean, we have to vote. I mean, right, Kareem? I mean,
Yes.
don't we have to vote?
We have to vote. We have
Listen,
to vote.
it was very important that we take the seat.
I didn't have
We
StreamYard
cannot
back
let-
then.
Wait.
I was using my
You call
background, my
President Dumbass?
my photo.
Yeah. Okay. Well, President Dumbass is in office, and I think that this is some type of midterms. So if this is midterms, then we need to do our best to have the Democrats, right? The Democrats take over the seats. You know, it's a lot of people who are out there who is voting early too. I mean, I would like to vote early. I mean, why can't I? Why can't I vote? But if I can't vote, I want you to vote. That's all I have to say.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I mean, you have to register to vote because it's important that people register to vote. And I do know that in some parts of the country of the United States,
Early
they are
voting,
voting.
which
And
now
I know
they
in
do have
Georgia,
early
they can
voting
do some
now
early
in New
voting, but
York.
it's very important that we go out and vote on November 6th, New York.
But here
go
is
out and
November
vote.
the
Make your
3rd.
voice
We're
and
voting.
your voice and your vote count. Okay. Next. Okay.
All right. So yeah, so it's voice vote count, and I'm encouraging people to go out there and vote because that's what's going to make it happen. Even if you feel that you haven't voted and you need to vote, because sometimes people say it's their first time voting. If you need to vote, they said if you don't let the lines discourage people. They said also too, say for instance somebody in your family, they may be suffering from like knees and stuff. You could stand online on a spot, and then she did say that you can they can go in when you, but my thing is this, if they have the pass thing where they can just bring them in through the back or the side because it's for disability people. But please don't let that discourage you guys to vote, and please, it's early voting in some cities. Please go out and vote because it is very imperative that your vote is your voice and it counts. Okay, this has been another episode of Live at 9. Okay, I'm Kareem Clemons. I thank you guys so much for being here. I thank those who was here, those who are on their way. And also, please tune in on this Saturday. I'm going to have video City Skyliners. Okay, City Skyliners. And I do know that on the political processor, I did my reelection, which I was kind of like, oh boy, I couldn't believe that I had started all over again to become president because I was already president for 8 years. And I wanted to try to be a Senate or U.S. House representative. So, but we'll get to there. soon. Okay. All right. So again, thank you guys so much for this Throwback Thursday, October the 29th. Also, too, if I have not said it, please, time goes back on Sunday. So when the clock strikes 2, it goes back to 1. Okay, so you have that extra hour you guys can sleep in and do all the snuggling and all that other stuff you do at 1 a.m. So it is what it is. But again, I have a meeting that I'm going to on Zoom, and I'll see you guys very soon. For more information, you guys can visit the blog page. Bye.